Hello and welcome to our AWS migration series. In this video, we will talk about the structure of the Amazon Web Service or AWS, and here is how it will look like. So Amazon Web Service basically is structured into structure like there are two terminologies. One is regions and another is availability zones. I believe Amazon has 18 or more regions, and each region has several availability zones. We will talk about what exactly is a region and what exactly is an availability zone in the incoming slides. But that's how it's a one-to-many relation. As I said, one AWS Amazon Web Service has many regions, 18 or plus, and one region has multiple availability zones. So let's move on. So on-premise disaster recovery is really expensive. All the things we talked about, from buildings, hardware, software, and people, needs to be replicated miles away from each other to protect against natural disaster or fire or human disasters. AWS regions, hurricanes, cyclones, earthquakes, fire, and other natural disaster, even war cannot bother us, as we can migrate and bring up new capability within minutes if we design properly. So that's how geographically separate AWS regions are. They're low cost, and when we'll compare the cost of multi-region availability to the cost of the same on-premise, all we'll do is to be proud of the cloud migration. So the cost is, you cannot just compare. What are regions? Regions are geographically separate cluster of availability zones connected in a metropolitan area network, right, man? So what are availability zones? Geographically separate but closely located set of buildings connected in a local area network. So if I break it down, say city of San Francisco has an AWS. I don't know whether it is truly has an AWS region, but assume that city of San Francisco has a region, and then what you may see that north of the city will have say 10 buildings. That's one availability zone. South of the city maybe another availability zone, that will be another 10 buildings. Those 10 buildings will be separate from each other but connected in a LAN. And then the availability zone 1 in the north of the city and availability zone 2 in the south of the city will be connected through a WAN or metropolitan area network. Okay, so what is the advantage? As we proceed in this series, we will talk about availability zones, like you want to deploy a highly available MySQL RDS, so you can create the master in one availability zone, and you can create the slave or standby in a different availability zone. So the moment one availability zone goes down, the standby will take over. So that's the physical geographical advantage of disaster recovery. One region, many availability zones we talked about already. One region typically offers several availability zones for small outages and normal disaster recovery. We can expect that multi-AZ deployment will take us very far. If you are really really critical application, then you can actually parallelly deploy in multi-region. Obviously that is more complicated than single region multi-AZ deployment, but we'll talk about it in a future video. So that's all we had. Let me know if you have any question, comment on the comment section, and if you're really interested, I keep uploading 1 or 2 video regarding this series, and then if you subscribe, then you will get notified. Thanks for listening, and as I said, let me know if you have any question. I will try to answer them as soon as possible, and I will see you in the next video. I will take your leave for now. Bye.